Charlotte Motor Speedway, qualifying underway for the Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity Series here in Charlotte this week. See the number 5 of Quinn Newton, 712 Brake Chevrolet, heading out on track. Figure we give our guy Quinn a little screen time today since he started up his own company there. Let's go on board with the number 5 as he crosses the line to start his first lap. Off the throttle down through the blue line through 1 and 2. See where he picks up the throttle a little early. He's going to get up to that wall quick. He had to cut it back to the left pretty hard there. And the back stretch the road into turn number 3. Mile and a half track at Charlotte. And turn number 4 through the double dog leg front stretch. Quinn goes second on the board behind Ian Montrose. Better exit that time out of 2 for him. Hoytsma goes top of the board. So lap times are coming in quickly. Hoytsma in the Sunny D Toyota. Very vibrant car. Can't miss it. Second lap for Hoytsma, slower. So first lap would be the one of record for him with the 29.96. Cleaver second lap quicker. Brzezinski, Trent Steed jumps up to third. Nice lap there for Trent. Hayden jumps up to P2. The Napa Chevrolet. So Hoytsma lull front row. Stop me if you heard that one before. Blake Iglio sits on the pit lane. He's won all but one race so far this week. Been on a tear in the 16, trying to catch Lucas Hoytsma. Cody Cleaver sitting on pit lane. Dylan Sims jumps up to 4th. Brady Farrell. Caterpillar 43 car. Appreciate that follow. Second lap for Farrell is quicker. Farrell will jump up pretty far, up to 3rd. Nice second lap there from the 43 team. And John Neckrich, Artemis Esports number 6, just jumped up to that 5th spot. Cliff Mullins out on track, currently 16th. He's getting some extra practice in. He's already completed his quali. Colin Teague, 9th on his first lap, at 30.09. See if he can pick up the pace. He disappeared across the line. That was awkward, but he goes to 5th with the 30.03. Blake Giglio, first lap, 30.36. See if Blake can jump up on the board. I suspect he'll be top 6. Beautiful Artemis Esports Chevrolet there. 29.98 should put him right up there with Lucas. There he is, 3rd. So 3 cars break the 30-second mark. Yes, the 45 is not Adam tonight. Final 12 seconds ticking off here. The only one still capable of putting a lap down is Downey, but I don't think he's making it back to the line. So Lucas Hoytsma will be your pole sitter in the 97. And that is the end of qualifying. Let's go have a word with our pole sitter, Lucas Hoytsma. Luke, DG, got a copy? That's Dave. Sorry, Dave.
Hi.
He moved to the top right when I went to click because he went live on a video.
Well, it was nice talking to you anyway.
Yeah, it's good to hope you have a good night. Good luck on your race.
Yeah, thank you.
I went to pull
My
you right
bad,
when
my
you put
bad.
video on. That was so funny.
Wow, it's almost like all of that practice was a fucking waste because it's gonna drive nothing like it.
I hear Andrew Beach bitching very loudly. How are you, Lucas?
Oh, I'm doing great. Yeah, here I got the sunny delight on the car tonight.
Yeah, very bright and
So we're
vibrant. I
feeling
like it.
good. Oh yeah, it's my favorite paint scheme in NASCAR, I'd say. Other than the Jeff Gordon rainbow, but
You know what's
we're just
confusing
starting on the
about
pole.
it?
Oh,
It kind of looks like the Tide Pods. Like if you take the word
oh,
Sunny D off of
perfect.
it, the blue and orange looks like Tide Pods.
I love this color scheme. I love
Good times. Well, don't eat your car.
it.
We're switching to the nighttime from the daytime. What's going to be the biggest change as the temperature drops?
Well, I did about 9 practice laps in 120-degree weather, and I was like, okay, I suck. Then we went to qualifying with 90-degree track, and I qualified on the pole, and now it's nighttime, so I don't know what to expect here.
Aren't you glad you only put 9 laps in?
Yeah, I was expecting to just plow up to the wall in qualifying, and then it stuck, and I was like, oh, okay, we got something here.
We got some grip here.
Yeah.
Well, we got 120 laps at the nighttime in Charlotte. How do we feel about trying to get this victory tonight? You got a pretty strong field with Hayden and Blake.
Yeah, Hayden was really fast in practice. Blake is Blake, and I'm not the best in these cars, so I'll probably hold on for a few laps here, but I'm sure they'll probably dominate this race if I had to guess.
Blake's only had one race he hasn't won this week, so good luck.
Oh, that does not bode well.
All right, we'll see if we're talking to you at the end of the race, bud. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank
Got to run through our starting lineup presented by our friends at Labor 12. We were getting a little carried away with our interview, having some fun. But we'll get this starting lineup going here. Hope you guys enjoy the music from Labor 12. Lucas Hoyce starts on the pole in the 97. Hayden Lowell starts second in the 56 Napa. Blake Giglio in the 16 starts in third. Brady Farrell 43 in fourth. Cody Cleavers 2 in fifth. Colin Teague in the 50 starts sixth. John Neckridge in the 6 starts in seventh. Jeff Price in the 45 starts 8th. Dylan Simmons in the 07 starts 9th. Trent Sneeds 81 starts 10th. Jeff Chatsky in the 19 starts 11th. Ian Montrose in the 1 starts in 12th. Travis Scrimmetta starts 13th in the 77. Alex Green in the 20 starts 14th. Carter Kingsley starts the 24 car in 15th. Dave Hoytsville starts the 79 and 16th. Andrew Beach 71 machine starts 17th. Cliff Mullins 37 starts 18th. Levi Hyman in the 27 19th. Quinn Newton in the 5 starts in 20th. Gatlin Deli starts the 05 and 21st. Vanderplatz in the 41 22nd. Jeremy Scherer in the 15 23rd. Michael Leco, newcomer in the 09, starts 24th. Matt Mankey, the Skittles, in the 25th spot. Daniel Wallen in 26th. J Much 27th. Margerson 28th. Dan Robson Jr. 29th. J.R. Deal in 30th. Jake Lawrence 31st. And that is our 31 car field as we bring them out turn 4 and get ready for the start of the race. Justin Miggett. Green flags out in the air. We are underway at Charlotte. 120 laps, 31 cars. Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity Series. If you'd like more information on our leagues, check it out at dgsracing.com. Thanks, Labor 12, for the starting lineup music. Hello, Hunter Hawkins. How are you, my friend? Lucas Hoytsville gets out in front of Hayden Lowell to start this one out. Blake Giglio settles in third. The 43 of Farrell in fourth. And then you have the 2, Cody Cleaver. Farrell trying to sweep around the outside of Giglio. Giglio, seen him saving tire a lot this week. Could be in save mode again. Farrell takes over the third spot. Giglio drops to fourth. Has Cleaver and Colin Teague. Whoa, Cleaver darted up the track in the 2. National Fallen Firefighter Foundation Chevrolet streaked up to the wall. Colin Teague now trying to find a way past Blake Giglio. Blake wanted to go to the bottom, but Colin Teague got inside of him coming off turn number 2. Blake's going to try to drop back down, save his tires on that inside line. Cuts off the 6 of Neckridge, although those two are Artemis Esports teammates. Now Blake looking inside Colin Teague to try to get the 4th spot back. Colin did not get off turn 4 very well. Lucas Hoytsville almost a full second on the field already. The Russian come out of turn number 2. Hayden Lowell, Brady Farrell, Colin Teague. 3 cars under a blanket there. Trent Steed trying to take the spot away from the 6 of John Neckridge. Move Trenton up to the 6th spot. Meanwhile, Brady Farrell around the outside of Hayden Lowell. Lowell, another one that likes to save tire. He'll let Farrell go. He's 50 Colin Teague, that highlighter yellow machine. He'll wrap around the outside of Hayden Lowell, take over the 3rd spot. Giglio and Trenton battle for the 5th spot. Trenton's going to try to get to the inside on Giglio. Giglio doesn't want him down there. Shuts the door on him, lets Trenton have the top. Little surprised Trenton went for the bottom. He's watched quite a few cars go around the outside of Blake. Blake holding that bottom, does not want to get past down there. He's trying to keep those tires in the low lane and keep them underneath him for the long run. Trenton looks to the inside once again. Nothing doing there. Blake able to hold it off. And you have Neckridge 7th. Cody Cleaver's settled in an 8th after that little scare he had. The 07 Dylan Simmons is 9th. He's looking inside Cleaver for the spot. Gets Cleaver up off the bottom, coming off turn number 4. Should be able to get him on the exit of 2 if they don't stack up in front of him. This field's really stacked up behind Hayden Lowell, trying to get single file. It's like a move going on for a second. Colin Teague peeked to the inside. Trenton finally does get Giglio off the bottom and clears him. Now Blake has his teammate Neckridge to the inside. Neckridge backs off and Simmons to his outside. He'll take the 7th spot. Simmons trying to get Giglio as Hayden Lowell's up off the bottom now. I think he got forced up there. Trenton not taking no for an answer on that bottom line as Trenton goes to 4th. He pushed Blake and 56 of Hayden Lowell up off the bottom. Pretty impressive as tight as they're trying to hold to it. Now you see the 07 of Simmons just wrapping by on the outside. A lot of passing here early on as some guys are trying to save and some guys don't care. I think Lucas wanted about a second lead and then started to save as he's maintaining about that 7/10 gap to Farrell. Top 5 settle in. Hayden now 6th, Giglio 7th, Cody Cleaver outside Neckridge for the 8th spot. His teammate Montrose right behind him, that unsponsored number 1. Cleaver around Giglio for 7th. Trenton up off the bottom of the 81 car. Dylan Simmons gets to his inside. Simmons takes over the 4th spot. Trenton falls to 5th. Giglio under attack from the number 1 of Montrose and the 6 of Neckridge. She's still right there. Probably trying to follow Blake, but keeps getting pushed off the bottom. Behind him, Travis Scoretta, Andrew Beach in the 45. That is Jeff Price and not Adam Crozier. Have to remind myself. Single file back to Montrose in 9th. Now Neckridge in 10th as Beach and Scoretta are side by side, 71 and 77 for 11th. Neckridge gets up off the bottom again. Beach beautifully wrapping that blue line there. Call that the Kevin Harvick line. Oh, a little too low that time. Caught the apron, pushed up a bit. Teammate Jeff Price right on his back bumper. There goes Scoretta looking inside Neckridge. That will be for the 10th spot. And Neckridge drives it in deep on the outside, gets alongside Montrose. He's going to have to check up on exit. Allows Scoretta to get back inside. Scoretta should clear down into 1 and 2. Beach will try to take the spot away. Scoretta up into the top 10. Beach almost cleared the 6. Now he's got him clear. Beach takes the spot up to 11th. Neckridge falls to 12th. Carter Kingsley in the 24. The next one up. Try and get past the 6. 3/10 the gap up front, so you're not missing much there, but he is reeling in Lucas slowly. Was twice that lead, so he's cut it in half. Has Brady Farrell, Colin Teague. Highlighter is 3rd. Simmons all by himself in 4th. Trenton 5th. Then Hayden holding up the 2 and 16. They all run nose to tail. Lowell, Cleaver, Giglio. A little bit gap to Montrose and Scoretta. Beach, Kingsley, and Neckridge. Well, Kingsley has completed that pass. He'll take over 12th. Now Price try to get by for 13th. Behind him is Perchotsky. Eckrich had a good qualifying, but he's headed the wrong direction. Price closes right to the back of that 6 car. He's going to try to go the long way around the 6, keep him pinned to the bottom. As soon as that sideways. That was the 20. Alex Green came off of turn number 2 completely sideways. Keeps it off the wall though. We stay green. Jumping all around looking for these close battles. Hayden's closing back in on the back bumper of the 81 of Trenton. Hayden's last lap almost 2/10 quicker than the 81 ahead of him. Hayden saved those tires for a while, now starting to use them up a little. They worked to complete lap 16. Luke is pushing a bit of an advantage again over Farrell. First side-by-side action is pretty far back in the field now. So it's like Cliff Mullins in the 37, back at 18, battling Quinn Newton. This is the first cars side-by-side. The rest of the field single file. Colin Teague's fallen back. He's pushing Dylan Simmons back to the rest of the field, so good for Hayden Law and Blake Giglio with those newer tires to start coming forward as Giglio's gotten by Cleaver. Giglio now 7th. Here goes Simmons looking for the pass. Goes to the inside of Colin Teague. He makes slight contact. That pins Trenton Sneed behind them. Slows everybody down. Here comes Hayden Lowell to the inside in that Napa car. Simmons gets the pass done. Hayden's going to try to stick the nose in there and get him as well. So Hayden will get Trenton and the 50 of Colin Teague. May even get the 07 of Simmons. Blake Giglio's following right behind him. Blake's picked up 6th. He'll go for 5th on Colin right here. And while Hayden's trying to get inside the 07. Oh, Blake! A little bit out of shape, made a little bit of contact with Teague, but everyone survives it. Like Cody Cleaver trying to get past Teague as Trenton got pinned in behind him. Trenton will lose the spot to the 2. There goes Hayden, trying to make the move on Simmons for 3rd. Showed the nose. Simmons stayed up high even though he was clear. And Hayden gets door to door coming off turn number 4. I'm sure Blake's going to try to catch up before the 07 can get back down to the bottom. All the drivers that save their tires are making their way to the front, like Hayden taking over 3rd there. Let's go ahead and show you our race analysis real quick. They practiced in the 120-degree track temp. Now it's down to 85 at the nighttime, so we heard a lot of the drivers complain about that a little bit, but that's how it is in real NASCAR a lot of the times. They practice in the day, race at night. See the stage points at the end of lap 60. Fuel windows about 37 to 40. And we'll see how they decide to break that down. Lucas still leads by over a half second over Brady Farrell. He has 2.2 seconds over Hayden Lowell in 3rd. We'll see if Hayden can start chipping that away now that he's in front of the 07 of Simmons. Blake Giglio looks to the inside but gets cut off a little bit. Won't be denied. Shoves that Artemis Esports Camaro down there. Simmons has no choice but to let him by on the inside lane. Doesn't quite clear, but he should down into 3. Simmons fighting pretty hard on that outside line. That can eat up your tires. I'm a little surprised he's putting that much effort in when Blake caught him from so far back. Especially this early in the run, you could still go all the way to 37 or 40 laps. That is a pretty lengthy time to be battling so hard on the outside line. Finally, Giglio clears the 07 only just as the pink and black Hoonigan Toyota thought about crossing him over, but didn't quite have the spot to do it. You see Hayden and Giglio nose to tail, third and fourth. Currently, Hayden is 3.3 seconds back from our leader. It's good when it goes green, Bill. Cody Cleaver, teammate, he and Montrose. It's the 1 and 2 swap spots. Now Travis Scribetta looks to the inside. This week's been real good for it. Been a lot of green flag running this week. Trenton peeking inside Simmons. Scribetta's going to get Cleaver here. Cleaver goes to the bottom, able to close him off. Now inside of Montrose as Montrose goes up to the top. Ian's going to get the run off the corner. Simmons bounces it off the fence. Fifth place car smacks the wall. He's going to lose quite a few spots. Montrose, Trenton Sneed. Sneed gets tight. He's starting to push up the hill. He had to check up a little bit. That's going to help Simmons. Trenton stays on the inside. See if he can't drive a little deeper in the 1 and 2 and get past the 07. We've seen Simmons fighting hard on that outside time and time again. Finally caught up to him and caught the wall a little bit. I don't think Trenton has pushed that hard at the moment. And now he's got Cleaver to his outside. Cleaver's just thought about the middle there for a second. Glad he decided not to. That would have been a wreck for sure. He saw that gap and rolled up to it, but fortunately checked up when that throttle didn't push the issue. As Ian Montrose and Hayden lull. Blake Giglio's gotten past Hayden, moved up to third, and Blake 2.2 back from Brady Farrell, 3.1 back from Lucas. Trenton trying so hard to clear this 07. He's probably getting really annoyed that the 07's hanging on his right rear. There goes Hayden drifting back again. What happened to the 56 there? Oh, the 07 gets turned. What a save. See if everyone's able to check up. We stay green. Holy cow. And Simmons with a quality save right there. Let's see what happened to Hayden first of all. He's very slow there. It's ahead of Montrose. Let's see if they make contact. No? Just huge checkup there, and then behind him it stacks up. Cody Cleaver gets into the back of Simmons. Simmons goes for a ride as he gets caught up behind Hayden. See him check up. Cleaver wasn't expecting that. Gets in the back of him. Look at the save. And way to go, Travis Scribetta, not plowing into him. That was some high quality racing right there. Simmons has fallen to 10th after that little slide. Scribetta is now in the 8th spot. Jeff Price between them. Andrew Beach up to 7th. Hayden Lowell's dropped to 6th. Trenton Sneed's in the top 5. Ian Montrose now 4th. Blake Giglio running 3rd. He is 3.0 behind Lucas, so he is gaining slowly on the leader. We're closing in on our fuel window. Brady Farrell still rocking that 2nd spot in the Caterpillar Chevy. Lucas Hoisman out front by 1.6 seconds now. Sunny D Toyota picking up and putting them down with the lap count. Outside the top 10, we have Carter Kingsley. 24 machine is 11th. Jeff Perchotsky in 12th. Levi Heilman 13th. J Munch 14th. J Munch just pounced it off the wall in that ARC.io Toyota. Quinn Newton gets to his inside to take over 14th. 7 cars all gaggled up there. Quinn takes over 14th. Sam Vanderplaat's in the Crocs car, trying to take another spot from J Munch. He'll move up to 15th, then try to get Quinn Newton. Here's Cody Cleaver. Cody had that contact. He fell way back into 17th spot now after he checked up, getting into the back of the 07 of Simmons. These cars all for position. We have all 31 cars still running. No cautions yet. Everybody's on the lead lap. We close in on pit stops. Race leader now has a comfortable 2-second lead over Brady Farrell. He's starting to fall back to Giglio. Blake's now within a second of him. Blake's put over a second on Ian Montrose, and then Trenton, Andrew Beach, Hayden Lull, Travis Scribetta. Oh, he gets Hayden Lull up off the bottom. Saw him trying to stick his nose in there. Hayden wanted to shut the door, but he was already there. Travis forces Hayden to the high side. You can see the 45 of Jeff Price. Used to that being the 19, but this season he was running 45. It's like Hayden's tires have gone away on that Napa car. Price working Scrimmetta for 7th. And clears. Then we'll go back to this party. Carter Kingsley 10th. Vanderplat's 11th. Kuchatski 12th. Heimel 13th. Newton's 14th. Cody Kluger 15th. J Munch 16th. And Cliff Mullen 17th. So 10th to 17th. All wadded up here. 8 cars going for that last spot in the top 10. Looks like we've had pit stops. Matt Benke in and out in the Skittles machine. Dylan Simmons fresh off the pit lane. You'll see him passing people rapidly as those new tires are worth a ton. Jake Lawrence now on the pit lane. Simmons going to be blistering by everybody now. But he's pretty much painted himself into a 3-stop race. We'll have to go 30, 60, 90 to get to the end if we go green. Brady Farrell, 43. He's hit the pit lane, 2nd place. Bringing quite a few with them. Pit road getting busy. So he hit lap 37. Brady Farrell, 43 car on the pit lane. Lucas Huisma still staying out there, your leader. He's got 3.7 seconds over Blake Giglio. Lucas looks like he's going to stay out another trip. See what the Artemis Esports machine does. Blake will stay out. Montrose, Sneed, Beach are top 5. As we have Jeff Price coming down the pit lane. Looks like Sam Vanderplaat in the 41. Dan Robinson Jr. Oh, we have a wreck. The 20 pitting from way up the track. Didn't even bring out the yellow as we have debris on the track. Wow. That 20 car just kind of stopped on the track. Now he's in the wall there. I think he's trying to get to the pit lane. Cars keep coming to the inside, and then he just decides it's time to go, and he goes right across. I think that's Gatlin Downey in the 05. Terrible time to do that. See if we can go find Gatlin Downey. 5 car. Just an absolute innocent bystander here. Can't imagine a car going all the way across the track like that, and then they do. Gatlin Downey. Wrong place, wrong time there. Nobody really spun around during that, so we are still green. Blake Giglio, current leader. Looks like he's brought it to the pit lane, as has Trenton Steed. Hayden Lull's going to stay out. So this could be Hayden's strategy. He could be trying to make it 40 and 80 and be done. He's on lap 40 now. He could be trying to 2-stop this race. And I think Cliff Mullins is on the same strategy. Those 2 cars have made it to lap 40. So Hayden and Cliff could be playing this fuel mileage game. If we get green flag run all the way to the end, they could take one less pit stop, since they successfully made it to the pit stop on lap 40. Could it be turnabout as fair play, as Hayden Lull has stolen, or Lucas has stolen a win from Hayden on fuel mileage, and now the caution waves. Terrible time for that, especially with so many people on the pit lane. Can't tell who is where. If anyone could give me a number in chat of what might have brought that up. Looks like J Munch was involved. There we go, Andrew Beach. Oh my gosh, what happened there? Oh my gosh. There's Andrew Beach stopped in the middle of the track. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I have no idea what brought that out for Beach. Oh, then J-Munch just plows into him. I have no idea what Andrew Beach had happened here. He gets loose. I think he tries to save it. I don't think he was trying to pit. It's hard to tell though. An odd time to try and pit after he just came out of the pits. I think maybe new tires just kind of surprised him. And poor J-Munch plowed into him. Let's go in the cockpit view here for the number 69 Toyota for J-Munch. Beach just coming right down the track because he can't steer. So he destroyed the right front on that car. J-Munch nowhere to go. Sheesh. Brutal. Brutal for the 69 car. So everything cycles around. Simmons is your leader. I'm sure we'll see people come down top off the tank. Because you can make it to the end from here. So Lucas has come down and filled the tank up. Currently in 19th, Trenton Steed 20th, Montrose 21st, Price 22nd, Newton 23rd, Scherer 24th. All those cars topped off the fuel tank. Daniel Llewellyn had some repairs to do on that CTC machine. Downey obviously had to take the fast repair after that incident. As did the 71 Andrew Beach. Neckrich sits on the pit lane. He's taking repairs for 1 minute and 30. He's gone a lap down. The 20 car that had that adventurous pit, we'll call it that. 20 is in the 30th spot, 2 laps down. And J-Munch sits on the pit lane with the tow time, currently 3 laps down for the 69. So wave around cars do their thing. C20 is going to drop back. Well, we made it the first third of the race caution free. Made it to a green flag pit cycle. And in the middle of the green flag pit cycle, we were right at the end of it at least. We get the yellow out. The Simmons pitted 9 laps ago, stays out here. A little strange. Maybe he's expecting more caution because if it goes green from here, he's going to have to pit twice. Maybe he knows something I don't. Blake Giglio finds himself second now. Giglio is third. See if we can get a chat with Hayden. So I think he was doing the fuel thing. Hayden, DG, got a copy?
How you doing, Swiss?
Well, I feel like you really did not want to see that caution.
No, it would have been kind of cool for that to go green because I made it to lap 40 and I was going to be able to 2-stop it.
That's what I know. You and Cliff both.
So yeah, I was kind of clutching it and saving some fuel and then I get on a pit road and I hear Andrew say he's wrecked and I'm like, well, at least I'm going to have brand new tires. So
yeah, there you go. We'll see how this race shakes out and see if you can bring it back up to the front in the next, I don't know, 76 laps.
Yeah, we just brought it down pit road to top off, so
don't have to save as much time.
Going for a comfortable 1-stop from here. We'll see if we can pull it off and get a deserved win tonight.
And for good luck.
Thank you.
Andrew Beach, DG Swiss. You got a copy?
Unfortunately.
What happened to you there? Were you trying to pit or did it just get loose?
I lost talent and it just snapped loose on me. I had just come out of the pits.
Yeah, 1 lap out of the pit.
I thought I had went conservative enough and clearly I did not. So I apologize for being a dumbass. My steering was broke.
Right. Yeah, we knew you hit the wall on the outside and that right front broke. You couldn't help it when it came down in front of the 69 car.
I'm genuinely sorry about that. If you know me, that's not what I like to do, but
Hold the brake! God, Ian. Anywho, what's your prospects for the rest of the race? You're currently 1 lap down, but first car 1 lap down. You got hoping for the yellow?
Yeah, we're gonna for the yellow. We're gonna see what we can do here. And try and save our tires. Tires have been pretty big here. Fuel, we're able to go a little bit further than we were in practice, or I am. Just gonna see what we can get away with here.
10-4, good
Our
luck.
best. Yep.
Andrew Beach in 71 while we get our restart there. Dylan Simmons with the little bit older tire out in front of Giglio and Mullins. Giglio will probably try to save here. So Simmons might be okay for a bit until the cars that want to charge start pushing. As we said, Simmons, if it goes green, he'll have to make 2 stops for sure. He did not come down top off the tank. Neither did Matt Benke and Jake Lawrence. All of those cars 12 and 11 laps since they were last on the pit lane. Of course, the yellow helps a little, but it's not going to help that much. Mullins all over the back of Giglio. Wonder if Cliff will sit behind him and save, or if he'll start pushing into 37. Right now, Content right behind Giglio. We have the 43 and 19. That's Farrell and Perchotsky for 4th. Perchotsky trying to go the long way around. On the top side, that UCLH Camaro. Then you see the 27 of Levi Heilman. He's going to try to go the long way around the 43. So those two look like to be the ones that want to charge right now. Simmons has almost a full second lead over Giglio's. These guys are saving down low. The 2 up high are charging. That's the 19 of Perchotsky and the 27 of Heilman. Cliff bounces it off the apron, starts drifting up. Fortunately, nobody to his outside. Plenty of room to catch that. Now Heilman going the long way around Perchotsky. He'll take over the 4th spot. Perchotsky goes to the bottom. Now Farrell goes back to the top. Thought he was trying to sit in the bottom and save. Proving me wrong. And here comes Travis Scrimetta, the 41 of Vanderplatte, and the 24 of Kingsley. Don't look now. Lucas Heusman's back up to 10th. And 30 of the 31 cars back out on track. The only one sitting off track right now is the 6 of John Neckrich, showing in 31st. Pop our split up for you so you can see where the drivers outside the top 20 are running. Watch this battle with Mullins down on the bottom side now. There's Levi Heilman to the top. So as I thought, Cliff Mullins is sitting behind Giglio, trying to learn how to save, I think. Heilman on the move. He's just wanting to use it up while he's got it. Well out front, you see the black and pink machine of Dylan Simmons leading. Over 1 second over Giglio, so Blake definitely saving in that 16 car. Not so much fuel, but definitely saving tires. Heilman now up to 3rd. He'll try to go after Blake Giglio. Simmons' best bet, if he has to go green, is to just go as hard as he can. And pit when the tank runs dry. Heilman sitting there in 3rd, sizing up Giglio, the 43. Brady Farrell back to the outside of Cliff Mullins. Perchotsky's still up there. He's on the outside of Scrimetta. J.R. Deal's entering the picture in 11th spot. I haven't said his name much tonight. There he is, having a good showing. Farrell gets by Cliff Mullins, takes over 4th. And Perchotsky and Scrimetta right behind Cliff. Very interesting racing between the guys trying to save and the guys trying to pass on the outside and push. See, Lucas is closed into 8 on the inside of Carter Kingsley. Two cars way up by the wall, like Cody Cleaver. And maybe Matt Benke. And red machines. Simmons now being caught by Blake Giglio. Had that 1 second lead. Slowly losing it. Giglio and Heilman side by side for second. Almost looks like a super speedway races. They've all bunched back up together. Closing in on halfway. Stage points go out at the end of lap 60. Blake and Heilman battle for second. Giglio trying to get to the inside of Simmons. Simmons gets up off the bottom. Giglio says thank you very much. Drives it on in there. This should be Blake's lead. Simmons falls to second, and now Heilman under attack from Brady Farrell for third. Here comes Lucas Hoyce with the Sunny D Toyota charging up into there. He wants those points for the stage. He's going to get hung up behind this 3-car battle for second. Over at the bottom, try to get past Heilman. I think they'll push for the stage points and then immediately go back to saving again. Hoyce gets clear of the 07 of Simmons. Now he's battling Brady Farrell for second. Doesn't quite clear the 43. They'll go side by side through the double dog leg front stretch. Roll it on the bottom, and Hoytsman will take over second. Farrell in third. And a lot of 2x2 behind him. Scrametta now fourth. Mullins working on Simmons for fifth. He'll get past. Heilman goes to the bottom now on Simmons. He'd been stuck behind him for a while. Kuchatsky's there. Here comes J.R. Deal. 41 of Vanderplatte. All in the top 10. 2 laps to go until we give away points here. Rolling stage. We don't throw the yellow. Heilman trying to take away sixth. Comes Dylan Simmons. To the 19 Perchatsky. Deal and Vanderplatte. Here comes Carter Kingsley trying to get that last point. Margison's there. Trenton Sneed is there. Scrametta fighting Brady Farrell for third. And this is the final lap for the first half. Giving away points here at the end of this lap. Currently Giglio and Hoytsman have the top 2 spots, and Scrametta now holds third. Mullins trying to get fourth by the end of the lap. They work their way down the backstretch. I don't think Cliff's quite going to get there. And we have Simmons, Perchatsky, Heilman, J.R. Deal, and Vanderplatte. Says Deal trying to go the long way around here and pick up the point. Drop in our stage end. Let everybody file through. Looks like Giglio gets to 10 points. Hoytsman 9, Scrametta 8, Farrell 7, and Cliff Mullins 6. Perchatsky, or Simmons 5, Perchatsky 4, Heilman 3, J.R. Deal 2, and Vanderplatte picks up the final point. Giglio, your leader at halfway. Completed the first half of this one. 1 caution so far, just after the first cycle of green flag stops. Seems everyone can make it comfortably, except for the cars that didn't pit under the last yellow. That would be cars like the 07 of Simmons in 6th. A few others like Brady Farrell. A little bit better, but only by 3 laps. Dave Hoyts will way down to the inside. Trenton trying to make his way into the top 10 as he gets inside Levi Heilman. Here come the 1 and 2 teammates. Montrose and Cleaver. Currently 12th and 14th. They've been kind of quiet for a while. As Trenton completes the pass for 10th. Cracks the top 10 in his Speed 2 Some Game Farm Chevy. Oh, Vanderplat up the track. Almost collects that left rear quarter panel of the 9. Fortunately, able to check up and not turn him, but it's going to probably lose position here to Trenton. So he gets to the inside. Platt way up to the top. Trenton charges it on in there. Sam gets a good run off that top lane. He's going to get back to the outside of JR Deal now. Hopefully JR knows he's out there. Vanderplat trying to go the long way around the 9 car. Battling all over the track. A lot of fun. A lot of green flag racing. Vanderplat completes the outside pass on JR Deal. Trenton Seed's going to try to follow him up there. Deal's drifting up the track. Trenton might be better sure to go to the bottom. He's going to get alongside through the double dog leg. Mr. Sneed picking up that 9th spot. Now JR has the one of Montrose to contend with. And the 2 of Cleaver trying to follow through. Hayden Lowell, see him there in the background. He's currently 17th. NASCAR had a lot of speed early in this race, but just does not have the track position. Montrose works inside JR Deal. That is for the final spot of the top 10. Up ahead, Vanderplat looking inside for Chotsky. Chotsky on the outside of Dylan Simmons. Vanderplat has to move up to the high lane. He'll try to get past the 07, then go back to work on the 19 again. See Simmons drive it in there, where the car starts to push up. He has to check up. That's going to let Prochatsky get clear, and Vanderplat going to have the run through the front stretch. He should be able to drive it deeper into 1 and clear the 07. Simmons charges into the corner. My goodness. I can hear his right front screaming from here. And it keeps him alongside Vanderplat for another lap or 2. Trenton Sneed lurking in the background, wanting to take away the 8th spot from Simmons. So Vanderplat finally gets clear. See if Trenton goes top or bottom here. JR Deal and Levi Heilman side by side for 12th back there. Things kind of settle down up front. We'll move back here. As I do that, Trenton goes to the inside on Dylan Simmons. Gets the 07 up off the bottom. Get his Camaro past that Supra. See if he can quite clear him. Looks like Simmons going to once again hang tough on that outside line. Simmons a tough one to pass. Works for every inch he can. Now Trenton gets clear. Takes over the 8th spot. Run through the field quickly while they're all spread out here on lap 69. Blake Giglio has Lucas Hoysma right on his tail. There's 2, 1, and 2. Travis Scrimmetta in 3rd. Brady Farrell is 4th. Cliff Mullins in the 5th spot. Jeff Prochatsky runs 6th with Sam Vanderplat in 7th behind, and Trenton Sneed 8th. We have Montrose getting by Simmons. That's 9th and 10th. And there goes Cleaver trying to take the last spot in the top 10, currently 11th. Levi Heilman 12th. Hayden Lowell up to 13th. Dan Robinson Jr. in 14th. Carter Kingsley 15th as Colin Teague works to his inside. Takes over that spot. JR Deal 17th. Margison 18th. Dave Hoysma 19th. Jeff Price is 20th. Quinn Newton 21st in the number 5. Jake Lawrence, there he is, 22nd. Jeremy Scherer 23rd. Daniel Wallen 24th. Matt Benke 25th. 1 lap down. Andrew Beach 26th. Gatlin Downey 27th, also 1 lap down. Michael Naco 2 laps down in the 09. Alex Green in the 20 car 2 laps down. Jay Munch, he's back out on track 3 laps down after he had to take that 4-minute tow. And Neckrich still sits on the pit lane. I think he is done for the day. In the number 6, he'll finish 31st. Blake and Lucas, low drag CTC teammates, 1 and 2. Travis Scrimmetta, Brady Farrell for the 3rd spot. Brady trying to go the long way around. He needs a good run down the backstretch. They'll be side by side into turn number 3 for the 3rd spot. Looks like we've been green for 28 laps, according to our ticker. We're closing in on that second round of pit stops. It'll be sometime after lap 80. If we're really stretching it right on lap 80. And I think we'll see people go past 80 to make it a comfortable stop. Blake Lucas, Brady Farrell going the long way around Spermetta for 3rd. Travis 4th. Cliff Mullins is 5th. Vanderplat's in 6th with the Crocs machine. Trenton is 7th. Prochatsky 8th. Montrose 9th. And Cleaver in 10th. Hayden Lowell's up to 11th. He's been steadily working forward in that 56. Saw him top off the tank when he came through the pit lane. That was 30 laps ago. Counting those yellows afterwards. I think it was 1 lap of yellow after. Montrose working the 19 of Prochatsky. That's for the 8th spot. No shortage of passing action here tonight. All through the field, seeing all sorts of passes being made. Matt Benke in the Skittles cars hit the pit lane. He has been 40 laps since he was down the pit lane, so he had to come down. And the Skittles car headed back out 1 lap down now as he pit under green. He is going to have to pit again. There's no way he can run 45 laps. Lucas, Giglio, Farrell, Skrmetta, Mullins, Vanderplat, Trenton Sneed. Like the first battle is Prochatsky and Hayden. That's for the 10th place. Prochatsky gets it into the outside wall. He's going to lose a couple spots. Hayden and Dan Robinson Jr. both get by. Now Wolfie, as we call him. Dan Robinson Jr. in 11th, that Detroit Lions machine. Welcome back to iRacing, sir. What is Brady Farrell hit the pit lane? 43 brings Prochatsky. I think they went as far as they could. We're just going to have to 2-stop. Cannot make it from here, I am fairly certain. If we go green, Brady Farrell, Jeff Prochatsky, Levi Heilman, and Sam Vanderplatz are in trouble. I think that's the 09 that came in behind him. Meanwhile, the leader about to put him a lap down. Blake Giglio comes off turn number 4. You have Lucas 2 laps better than Blake on fuel. So Lucas came down and topped off the tank that last stop. We have Skrmetta, Mullins, Sneed, Montrose, Hayden, Cleaver, Colin Teague, and Jeff Price. Gets the 45 back channel production Chevy into the top 10 during this cycle of stops. Now on the pit lane is Carter Kingsley. He's brought it down, as has Dan Robinson Jr. He's heading back out. Lap count starting to get pretty high for some of these guys. 39 for Giglio. 37 for Hoytsma, 39 for Skrmetta, 38 for Mullins, 37 for Trenton, 35 is the best one on the board. That is for Hayden Lowell, also Colin Teague, Jeff Price. They're all on that same lap strategy for fuel. And all 3 of those are currently in the top 10. Worst cars on fuel in the top 10 based on lap count. They are Blake Giglio and Travis Skrmetta in 4th. Travis is in this mess. He's at the top of a 3 wide at the moment, getting freight train. He needs to come to pit road soon. Makes his way to the bottom. Hayden now moves up to that 6th spot. Skrmetta trying to make it last as long as he can, kind of like Blake. Blake has that 2.5 lead. So he's got plenty of room to back up if he needs to. I think we'll see him next time by. I think that 38 is a pretty comfortable spot. Unless he still has the fuel. Oh, he's coming this time. You heard him back it down. Oh, nope. He's just slowing it down. You heard the engine cut out. I thought for sure he was coming down, but he's just clutching it, trying to make it last as long as he can. It's right on board with him. Listen to it. It's way too on board. Let's go with this one. See some cars battling in turn 3 up ahead. This is the lap I kind of thought he would pit. And here he is. 38 laps to go. Blake Giglio peels it off the pit lane, off the racetrack, onto pit lane. Lucas comes down right behind him, a little surprised. Lucas was 2 laps better on the fuel count. But he peels off right behind him. Let's see what Trenton does. He's coasting it. I hear him shutting it off completely. He's in turns 1 and 2. He wanted to go one more lap, it seems like. Hayden goes by on the outside. That was for position. Hayden now ahead of Trenton Steed. Pit lane is a very busy place. Looks like Hayden and Trenton are both coming down this time. Hayden may have just hit the pit wall. That was close. Cliff right on the tail of Trenton Steed. Colin Teague is down. Dave Hoytsma on the pit lane. And that is all of the cars that still needed to pit. This will give the lead back to Dylan Simmons. Looking over the timing, I don't see anyone picking up penalties just yet. I'll let you know if anyone picks up a hold. Dylan Simmons in the 07 by pitting early. He's been out there for 12 laps, so he's going to have to pit again. A lot of these cars pitting now will not have to. So effectively, Simmons currently leader, but will be going to the tail of all these cars. Tough break for Simmons not pitting on that last caution. We'll see if it works out for him. If he gets another one, he will need a caution to save his race. Sam Vanderplaat currently second. He came down rather early. He won't make it to the end. Neither will Brady Farrell. This car's not going to be able to go to the end. There's Levi Heilman, Jeff Frachowski. They're all on the same boat. The first car to make it is the 16 Artemis Esports Chevrolet of Blake Giglio. He's currently sitting in the best spot on the fuel window. Should be able to make it to the end. Running in 6th spot. Lucas Hoytsma right behind him in 7th. Jake Lawrence won't be able to make it. Neither will Dan Robinson Jr. or Carter Kingsley. So the next car that can make it after Blake and Lucas is Montrose in 11th. His unsponsored number 1 machine. The next one that can make it on fuel, so he would effectively be 3rd. Cody Cleaver would be 4th. Scrimmetta 5th. Hayden Lowell right there to try and take that spot away. Currently it's for 13th. As we said, this would be 5th. Once the cars that have to pit come to the pit lane. Hayden completes the pass of Scrimmetta, moves up to the 13th spot. Check his timing and scoring. He is pretty far behind Blake Giglio. It's about 4 seconds he needs to make up to get up to Blake. There's Blake and Lucas right there together, 16 and 97. Pitching up to the 05. That one Downey. Actually, I think Downey has the fresher tires. Went by them. Levi Heilman in 4th. Be the next car for them to pass. Heilman has 6-lap older tires than Giglio and Hoytsma. It should be no problem for them. And Blake and Lucas won a battle here side by side. I thought they were just going to ride through the traffic for a while, but Lucas gets that car to the outside. Trying to go for the what would be race lead. What's the cars that need to pit do? Essentially, this would be a battle for the win. They're both catching Levi Heilman. Where's Heilman going to go? He kind of has nowhere to go. Hoytsma gets right on his back bumper. They're going to split him. Hoytsma to the top, Giglio to the bottom as they blast by Levi Heilman. That's a way to go from 4th to 6th in a hurry. Hoytsma gets ahead of Giglio now in the 97. What a move through traffic that was. Well done, Mr. Hoytsma. Now he has the 43, Brady Farrell to pass. That is for the 3rd spot. Again, Brady needs to pit again anyway. Don't think the 97 and 16 do. Hoytsma takes over 3rd. Next car ahead, the green 41, that is for 2nd. Hoytsma and Giglio used the new tires to come up through the pack. 30 laps to go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I feel like most of these cars can make it to the end except for a handful, and this handful are being passed right now. Dylan Simmons has 3 seconds over Lucas Hoytsma. We'll see how that comes down. He has 11 lap fresher tires on that 97. He doesn't even really need to pass him because he knows Simmons has to pit again. No way he can make it to the end. That would be, what, 49 laps? That's not happening. Colin Teague there. Colin did pick up a pit penalty, so that 50 highlighter machine coming up behind Blake Giglio now. That car is a lap down. 3 laps down is shown. Man, that was a costly penalty for the 50 team. Colin's shown 29th, 3 laps down. On the same lap as J Munch, so they do have a race going on. I don't think they're very close. I think J Munch is about 7 seconds back. Run through the field while they are settled down a bit. Simmons, your leader, has to pit again, and his lead is down to 1 second. Hoytsma's reeling him in fairly quickly. It's like 9/10 of a second a lap. This Hoytsma catching Simmons. That is pretty impressive. I know it's a lot of tires, but that's still impressive. And here he comes. And there goes Colin Teague around the outside of Lucas as he's catching Dylan Simmons. Colin's going to go to the outside. We're going to have Toyotas almost looking 3 wide. Hoytsma looked for it. Simmons shut the door. Let's see where Hoytsma decides to run. He's going to sweep around the outside and then disappear. And then reappear. And now he's leading. Hoytsma takes the lead. Giglio follows through for second. Simmons drops to third. And now this is what it would look like at the end of the race. These two should not have to pit again, and we get a caution. Levi Heilman, the 27 car. See what happens to him. Gets to the outside wall coming off turn number 2 and loses it. Spins it down to the inside. Collects the inside wall, but because he was 90 degrees to the track, that brought out the caution. Watch that again. You could actually see when the caution comes out. As the lights start blinking. I guess he was close enough to the surface there? That's weird. Well, there you go. Levi Heilman in the 97 brings out the caution. And everyone will hit pit road because of tires. There's no doubt about that. Now everyone can make it. So cars like Dylan Simmons just had their race saved. He was totally screwed if it went green. Here comes the field to the pit lane. Lucas stays out. Shocking move there. Lucas Hoytsma stays out. Sam Vanderplaat stays out. That's very surprising. Cody Cleaver also stays out. I do not think that's going to be the way to go. Unless they are planning on another later caution, maybe with 15 to go, to take that last set of tires. Who knows? I'm very surprised by the number of cars staying out here. There goes the 71 Andrew Beach around. Beach picks up the lucky dog. And he is hauling butt. So after his situation of losing talent on the front stretch, Beach to the lead. I mean, to the lead lap. That's what I'm trying to say. Looks like 3 cars have stayed out. Only 3. Lucas Hoytsma, Sam Vanderplaat, and Cody Cleaver. Every other lead lap car pit and took tires. They include Dylan Simmons, Blake Giglio, Hayden Law, Brady Farrell, Ian Montrose, Jeff Rachatsky, Travis Scrimetta, Jeff Price, Trenton Snee, Cliff Mullins, Dan Robinson Jr., Carter Kingsley. Now Llewellyn was a 7-second stop, so I don't know if he topped off the tank or what. But Llewellyn only 7 seconds on the pit lane. Margerson, tires and fuel. Quentin Newton, set of fresh tires, as is Dave Hoytsma, Jeremy Scherer, and J.R. Deal. So literally every car on lead lap except for Cleaver, Vanderplaat, and Hoytsma have taken their set of tires. Vanderplaat comes down the second time around. He's got right front damage on that Crocs car. A little confused why Vanderplat would come down a second time. Maybe he just didn't know the pits were open. Almost ran through his box. Very close. Vanderplat's comes down. Maybe he didn't have tires to take. Who knows? But he tops off the tank there. It was a fuel only stop for the 41. He goes to the back of the field. So Hoytsma and Cleaver, 97 and 2, want to be sitting ducks here. They're going to be hoping for another caution. Cautions have not been frequent tonight. But if they were to get frequent, this would be the part of the race where you'd expect it to. We shall see together. This could get very interesting, and patience is going to start running out as we are within 25 to go. No more fuel saving. Everybody should be able to make it, even Hoytsma and Cleaver, as they get to ride around under caution and click some laps off. Let's see what Lucas is thinking. Lucas, DG, got copy?
Yo.
Well, we're about a lap away from finding out what's happening, but obviously we stayed out here with Cleaver. Did you think more would stay out, or you banking for a late caution? What was the game plan?
Yeah, well, since I'm part-time, I'm retired, I can take some chances here. But definitely was hoping a lot more of the field would stay out with me. This is not looking good, because even if I do get the caution I need, I'll have to go through the entire field. So,
yep.
Yeah, it's pretty much over, but anything could happen. I feel like I said this last week in the truck race.
10-4, good luck, sir.
Thanks.
Lucas Hoytsma and the 97, your leader. Let's see if Cody Cleaver's thoughts are real quick. There he is. Cody, DG, got a copy?
Hello.
Hi. Well, we're staying out with Lucas and no one else did. How do we feel about it?
Terrible.
It's going to be that bad, huh?
Well, it should be fine for the first couple laps. It'll be later. I'm hoping and banking on a yellow at some point, and then I can have fresh tires at the end.
10-4, good luck.
Thank you.
That is the view of the top two cars that stayed out. This could get dicey in a hurry, especially if people are impatient, which at this time of the race, not much patience left. We'll see how this goes. Cleaver, Hoytsma, your front row. Leader is the Sunny D car on the outside line. He'll have the control. Perfectly timed by Mr. Cody. Hoytsma jumps out to the lead ahead of Cleaver. Cleaver has Dylan Simmons all over his back bumper. Giglio's going to go to the high side. So far, everyone made it through 1 and 2. Simmons is pushing Cleaver down the backstretch. Someone went to the inside wall. Trying to see who that may have been. Maybe Matt Benke. Car darted to the left coming off of turn number 2. Quinn Newton also slow back there. Hoytsma, Giglio, Simmons has gotten by Cleaver. Now Hayden Lowell to the outside. 43 looking to make it 3 wide. It's Brady Farrell. I never know if I'm saying Farrell or Farrell. So I kind of just alternate between the two. As we have a battle for the lead, Giglio and Hoytsma. Blake won the fresh tires, darts to the inside. Third caution's out. And we have a disaster on the backstretch. Margison, Robinson Jr. It's a stack up back there. Let's see how that happened. Looks like Scherer may have gotten part of it too. 15 car heavily damaged. Oh my gosh. Of course, it's right there where the camera's turned. Oh, it's up ahead. Robinson Jr. and Margison. Let's watch the 88. Let's try to get on the drone shot here. Follow the 88 through the carnage. See Robinson Jr. ahead of him. You know those two are involved. Margison's on the outside. Coming off turn number 2. Margison's out there. Martinson drifts down the track and right hooks the 21 into the outside wall. Dave Hoytsman gets a piece. JR Deal's involved, and then the 15 of Jeremy Scherer piles into it. Margison not able to keep that car straight coming off of turn number 2. Turns down into the 21 of Dan Robinson Jr. And chaos ensues. Come down well off the wall into the 21's right rear, and all hell breaks loose. There's Margison into the 21. Daddy Dave and JR Deal. JR may be okay. 9 car may not have that much damage from that. Let's take a look. He gets a pretty hard hot shot to Dave there. Yeah, his nose is pretty buckled. That's going to be a fast repair probably if he wants to stay competitive. JR did do the fast repair. Car is brand new, coming off the pit lane. And it looks like we had those cars that had stayed out came to the pit lane this time. Lucas Hoytsma back in 17th after bolting on his set of tires. Cody Cleaver 19th. Let's see if we can track down what happened to Quentin Newton. I think his car was the one that went darting off when we were coming off turn number 2 that other time. Gotta find where he's fixed the hole. I think he'd already done it there. Yeah, there it goes. Quick behind Daniel Llewellyn here. Ahead of Jeremy Scherer. JR Deal, so is outside. Quinn gets very loose coming out of turn number 2, trying to keep it off of JR Deal. Catches the inside wall. And that is who we saw dart to the left coming off turn number 2 that one time. Quinn Newton, 712 Brake Chevrolet. It's not the way you want to get TV time, Quinn. I mean, it worked. It's just not the way you want to do it. He's gone down taking the fast repair. Looks like, maybe. Yes. 5 car all clean. Well, not clean, but fenders are banged back out at least. Blake Giglio takes over the race lead with Dylan Simmons on the outside. Let's see who's up there to chat with. We got Dylan in chat. We've talked to Blake enough this week. Dylan, DG, got a copy?
I do have a copy.
Well, that caution saved your ass, did it not?
That was what we were hoping for, actually.
Yeah, saved your butt. You were in trouble if it didn't come out. But now you get to reset, and you're on the same strategy as Mr. Giglio beside you. What's your strategy to try and get past the 16, grab a win?
Pace him, because I know he's going to burn it.
Interesting, because usually he's the guy that doesn't burn it.
Makes it easy for me, then. I know I'm faster than him.
See,
we showed that one in practice, so it's just a matter of what's Hayden going to do.
Fair enough. Good luck, and we'll see what shakes out here.
Thank you.
Dylan Simmons says he's faster than Blake, and since Blake can pace himself, it should be easy to pass him. We'll see. That's strong words for Blake Giglio's definitely a very hard one to beat. Blake's taking the top here. Simmons pushed to the bottom. Some confidence. Gotta like that at least. Let's go grab Blake and see what he thinks of this. Blake, DG, got a couple. Hi.
Hey.
Hi, how's it going?
Good deal?
Good, good. I don't know if you heard that interview or not.
What one?
One we just did with the 07.
No, I didn't hear it.
He said that he's just going to try to pace you because he knows you're going to burn it up. And then I told him you've been the guy saving all week. I don't know if you're going to burn it up. And his thoughts were, well, then it should be easy then because I know I'm faster than him.
Okay.
That's kind of exactly what I thought your reaction would be.
I wear glove on. Here we go.
Good times. All right, sir.
We'll see what happens. He is fast, so he might get us tonight, but he doesn't have 4 wins this week, so.
Perfect. All right, Blake, good luck.
Thank you.
Blake throwing a little shade too. Good times. I love the mild beef. Oh, I think we have time to talk to Hayden real fast. All right, Hayden, half a lap. What do you think about this finish up here? 16 to go.
Blake's going to win. I'm going to end up finishing second. Weird shit's going to happen behind us.
10-4, good luck.
Thank you.
It's the fastest interview Hayden's ever done. I appreciate it. I was looking for the 43, see if he was around anywhere, but I don't see him at the moment. I don't see Brady. We'll have to go with what we got. Here we go. 16 laps to go. Hello, Lexi. Welcome on in. Pace car is off. You're set to finish this one up here at Charlotte. Blake Giglio with the launch gets a big jump over Dylan Simmons. Adam with the perfectly timed boogies. Now we have Simmons settled in second. Side by side is Hayden and the 43 of Farrell. Hayden running a middle line, pushes Farrell up the hill a bit. He's going to clear the 43 only just. My goodness. That was very, very gutsy to stay in the throttle and squeeze up there. Montrose is going to dive it down to the inside. Simmons trying to keep up with Giglio. Hayden's trying to blast by on the outside here. Take a look into the field for the guys who just took tires. We have Lucas Huisman 14th. Highest one on that tire strategy is 43. He goes to the inside. Brady Farrell gets sent. He's hanging on to it. What a job saving that race car. We've seen some spectacular saves. And here comes Huisman. He's going to get hung up there. He's going to dive to the inside of the 43. Let's real quick take a look back at what happened to the 43 car here. He's Montrose on the inside. That wasn't quite clear. They make contact through that double dog leg. 43 goes for his slide. Everyone able to avoid him as he comes back on track. Giglio, Hayden, Simmons top three as Hayden goes the long way to the outside of Simmons. Takes second place. 14 laps to go. It was definitely a pants-changing moment. It was fantastic though. Trent Sneed quietly up to the 5th spot ahead of Perchatsky and Montrose. Haven't said Trenton's name for a while this race, but here he is running top 5. Montrose gets by Perchatsky. That was for 6th. We keep an eye on this top 3. All the drama is right here on your screen. 1656 and 07. See if we can ride on board with the 07 and see how this is all unfolding from his perspective. We can even drop back to Skrmeta as he watches the top 3. A little bit of a gap there, but top 3 cars head into turn number 3. Hayden arcing the corner a little bit more. He's going to drive it lower off corner exit, but he catches the apron a little bit. Saw the car step sideways. He's trying to put the move on Giglio up there. Blake holding him off. Top 2 cars going at it. Napa Chevy trying to close in on that Artemis Esports car. He's going to hit the wall there. There it is. There's no way he was not hitting the wall. Simmons right on his back bumper now for second. Hayden pushing hard to try and catch Blake. Got the right side into the wall. Lost a little bit of ground, but he hasn't lost that much speed. Car just scraped some paint. Seems to be okay otherwise. He'll have to regroup and try again to catch up to the back bumper of Giglio, your leader. Hayden will have to figure out that exit of 2 a little bit better so he can keep the momentum and challenge Blake. That time much better. So he reels back into 16. Skrmeta back there is, I think Simmons just brushed the wall back there in 3rd. Travis Skrmeta's going to look for that spot. Blake out front. Skrmeta trying to get by for 3rd here on Dylan Simmons. Simmons said beating Blake would be easy. It has turned out not to be. Hayden trying everything he can. He's entering a little bit higher to drive the car lower off corner exit. It's just not getting him the momentum he's wanting. Giglio continues to lead with 9 to go. Hayden Lowell 2nd, Dylan Simmons 3rd, Travis Skrmeta 4th, Trenton Sneed 5th, Ian Montrose 6th, Perchatsky 7th. Then you have Lucas Huisman has the freshest tires. He has 7 cars to try and pass in 9 laps. That is a tall task, even for the winningest driver in SRL history. Currently in the 8th spot. Sizing up the back of Perchatsky, looking for a way past. Price running the back channel production Chevy in 9th. Mullins into the top 10. Always have to brag on my fellow Virginian riding in the 10th spot. Carter Kingsley is 11th. Cody Cleaver 12th. J.R. Deal in a battle with Andrew Beach and Brady Farrell. Farrell's settled in 15th after that wild ride he went for. It's like the 2 of Cleaver and the 24 of Kingsley settling that spot. As the top 9 cars, top 10 cars all run single file with 8 to go. We had battling all race long. Now they want to go single file. Come on, y'all. Give me something to cheer about. Simmons closing back in. I don't think he planned on having 2 cars to pass, though. I think he thought he was only going to have Blake, but Hayden Lowell's going to make that car very wide and very difficult to get around. And Simmons brushes the outside wall coming out of turn number 2. Simmons, he closed right to the back of that Napa Camaro. Now he has to do it all over again. And Skrmeta, Sneed, Montrose. Montrose is trying to put some pressure on for 5th. Hoyts was now up to that 7th spot. It's gotten past Rachatsky, but the laps are winding down on him. Montrose looking inside Sneed. Takes a peek into 3. Trenton drops down to block that. Now they're both going to drift up as they had a poor corner entry. Sneed putting the pressure on Skrmeta. An interesting entry to the corner actually kind of helped him. He's going to look inside the 77 of Skrmeta. This would be for the 4th spot. Trenton trying to move up one more. Blake maintaining a half-second lead over Hayden. Hayden a couple tenths over Simmons. Battle 1 for this 4th spot. Skrmeta up high, Sneed down low. Toyota versus Chevy. Come to the stripe. Be 4 laps to go from Charlotte and Fort Worth Green Printing Xfinity Series. Sneed trying everything he can to get Skrmeta. Skrmeta's able to keep that momentum on that high line. Labor 12 Toyota really putting down the power off the corner. Trenton may get passed by Montrose on the high side if he can't get past Skrmeta. They stay side by side coming off the corner. 3 laps to go. Blake's pulled away from Hayden Law. Blake well out in front now. Hayden trying to fend off Dylan Simmons for 2nd. Skrmeta, Montrose, Hoytsma piled up here together. Lucas has done a decent job recovering from having to start back in 20th, basically. Montrose trying to push the outside, get Skrmeta past Sneed. Now Montrose trying to make the pass for 5th. Lucas Hoytsma just looking for anywhere to go in the Sunny D Toyota. Now Montrose going to look outside the 77 of Skrmeta. Montrose really making a push here with 2 to go. Driving that number 1 up to the top side. We'll see if the slider comes from the 77. See if he moves to the outside. He does. That'll protect him from the Montrose advance. Now Montrose dives to the inside. Ian really putting on some moves here. He's going to go inside Skrmeta, clear him off the corner. See if he comes up in front of him. He will. And that will move Montrose up to the 4th spot. Nice moves from Ian. The top 3 still single file. White flag in the air. Blake Giglio, a full 2nd lead as we stay back here with the actual action. Sneed right to the back bumper of Montrose as he's going to finally clear Skrmeta. I guess now we'll give Blake his dues, and we'll see how this unfolds later. Blake riding through 3 and 4 for the final time here at Charlotte tonight. Bring his Artemis Esports Chevrolet off turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Blake Giglio wins at Charlotte. 1 second margin over Hayden Lowell. Dylan Simmons 3rd. Montrose grabs 4th. Skrmeta ends up falling to 8th as he spins across the line. Sneed takes 5th. Hoytsma 6th. Price in 7th. Mullins 9th. Cleaver 10th. And that is your top 10. Let's see that finish for Skrmeta. Looks like he spun across the line. He had contact with Lucas Hoytsma, and then Jeff Price finishes him off, and he goes around backwards across the line. What a wild finish there for Skrmeta. Let's go grab Mr. Giglio. So I'm sure he is excited to celebrate this one. And there he goes across the line, doing his donuts. Let's grab him while he's doing his celebration. It turns out you're not easy to beat, Blake.
Yeah, imagine that. Same tire.
Well, you get the final word in the last laugh with the victory here tonight with all your fans in the chat. It's always a good time with the Artemis Esports folks. Go ahead and lay those friends, family, sponsor shout outs for me, and go ahead and tell me how much fun this race was. Very, very little caution.
Yeah, to start out, I think it was a lot of fun tonight. I think, if we didn't get the yellow, I think the race would have been really good between me and Lucas there. I was saving a little bit more than he was, and he was had that short run speed there. So I think it would have been a good race between us two. But the yellow, we still got it done, saved some tire. And I think we were able to get like a 8/10 gap there for the win.
Yeah, it was nice. You had almost a full second.
And we were, I told you, I mean, I took offense.
You seemed kind of like, okay.
I
That's
was
when
like,
you
all
get
right, I
in
guess we
focus
can
mode.
try.
Yeah, it's a good time. Anything to say to your third place finisher tonight?
I didn't see him out there on the last restart.
All right, bud. Hit with the friends, family, sponsor shoutouts, all the good stuffs.
Yeah, for first, just having fun there with Dylan, not being dicks. So don't no one get mad at me. Shout out to Artemis, all those guys there, everything they do. Shout out to you for broadcasting. Shout out to Cody for running the league, and for Fort Worth Screen Printing, the sponsor, and everyone that helps out every week. And again, it was all for fun, not being a dick.
And for all your friends and teammates knocking all the bumpers off the car so you can pass inspection.
That's right, Taunton.
All right, bud. Congrats on the win tonight. We'll see you in the next one. And what does that make you? 4 for 5 this week?
Well, technically it's 5 because I won the 2 street stock. So I guess 5 for 4, 4 for 5, whatever you want to say.
5 for 4 doesn't even make sense.
Or English is hard. I just did so much homework. I'm tired.
Let's see. We had Monday 3 races, Tuesday, and then Wednesday you didn't so much, but then today you did. So it's that 5 for 6.
Sure.
There you go.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, can't be perfect.
You gonna win 3 tomorrow?
Let's all racing tomorrow.
You got the Mazdas at Bristol.
Yeah, come on. Anyone can win that.
I know, it should be hilarious though. You
I
are
gotta get in that
included
league.
in that in could win, right? And then you have the super speedways. You have 87s at Talladega,
That'll be fun.
and then we have the conclusion IndyCar at Detroit.
Well, I can tell you I'm not winning the last one.
All right. Well, we'll see how many you can win tomorrow. Good luck, my friend, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
It's Blake Giglio in the 16. Let's track down Hayden Lowell in the 56. I'm sure he's around somewhere in the waiting room. Look at him. Hello, Hayden. I'm so freaking proud of you.
Thank you, Swizz.
In the waiting room, it's beautiful.
Right?
And then you're able to pass Dylan Simmons and hold him off for the finish there. It was a good time.
I predicted a P2 and I got a P2, so
Exactly. You predicted a 1-2 for you and Blake, and it came to fruition. Just you're a smart one, it seems.
when I know that he's just better than me at Charlotte, it wasn't that difficult to predict because I've got no clue how to keep the tires underneath me at this racetrack. I no idea, none whatsoever.
So you
This
need a
is
little
my
bit more of
worst
that Napa
pilot.
know-how?
It's not Napa know-how anymore. It's the Napa get up and go. I
We
need
don't
some
care.
more get up and go for this Chevrolet Camaro.
None of us care. All we know is Napa know-how.
The know-how commercials were so good.
It's so great. I mean, when are you going to get the Elvis suit out and play piano for us?
I've got a Prince costume.
It's close enough.
Fair enough. Tell you what,
Tape
if-
some tassels to it.
if I win the Xfinity Championship, I'll do something in that Prince costume.
I'm scared to know what that something is. Can we please at least make it musical?
It'll be musical, yes. I don't know what it's gonna be, but if I win the Xfinity Championship, I will do something in a Prince costume.
There you go. You guys clip this. Make sure you save it and post it 100 times if he wins the Xfinity Championship this season. Hayden Lowell bringing home P2. You got the Friends Family sponsor shout-outs for us tonight?
Would like to thank you, Swiss, for putting on these broadcasts as always. Would like to thank Napa Auto Parts, Arc Music, C2X, and Madigan Motorsports. Would like to thank John Garrett and Fort Worth Screen Printing for putting on the Xfinity League, as well as Cody Brown, even though he couldn't be with us tonight. Would like to thank all of the other admins at SRO. Would like to thank all the other sponsors that make our 9 leagues on the 6 different days of the week possible.
You and John Garrett and I are going to be teammates tomorrow.
Yeah, 12 hours at Bathurst. What can possibly go wrong?
A lot of things, because it's Bathurst.
Just like walls in everywhere.
Everywhere. And some of them are painted
put a
black right
black-
across from one another.
Yeah, put a black wall in front of another black wall on a black racetrack. That was a bright ass idea.
Very dark idea. All right. Well, congrats on the P2
All right,
tonight.
you're not allowed to make jokes anymore. That's it. You're done.
I mean, it was
You're
dark.
done.
It's, it is what it is. Get out of here. Leave. It's my broadcast.
Goodbye.
Dylan, DG, got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, we didn't quite catch up to that Blake fella. Ended up finishing P3 tonight after Hayden was able to get by and then kind of hold you up. It looked like he had a little bit more speed than Hayden, just couldn't find a way past his Chevrolet.
Yeah, the audible that came after the interview was not a good decision, apparently.
What was that audible? Save a little bit?
I knew Hayden could have caught him, and so I was hoping that Hayden was going to catch him and they were going to burn each other up.
And then Hayden kind of settled in.
And Hayden just sold. I'm going to be honest. No,
Well,
Hayden's always fun to race around. We
except
had
for
a
that
little
time.
mishap earlier in the race, but
Oh no, he had another one?
I don't know what was going on. I was racing the hell out of Trenton, and then all of a sudden, Hayden is just on the brakes going into one, and I had nowhere to go and got.
Oh, that, yeah. And you
Yeah.
got sent to the bottom, and that was
Yeah.
so weird. I have no idea.
That dropped me all the way back to 19th, so I will happily take a P3 out of that tonight.
It's Hayden's still in chat, so let's ask Hayden, what the hell happened there? And if you're still, like, around the talk. He was on the clutch saving fuel, he says. There you go.
Oh, man.
Yeah, stacked it up big time going into the corner, and looked like Cleaver just wasn't ready for you to check up to avoid Hayden and sent you down to the apron. One hell of a save, by the way.
Yeah, apparently saving the race car is just what I do best, because I just can't avoid it at any point here.
Well, we brought it home.
I think there's one save a week. We got to start having a tally on them.
There you
How
go.
many weeks in a row can I go going
People should
sideways
just
without a caution?
People should start submitting video for save of the week.
Yeah,
That'd be
I
a
might
good
be a
time.
finalist on that about every week.
Yeah, let's go ahead and start clipping them and sending them in. We'll make a channel just for you.
Right.
All right. Hayden wants to remind you didn't save it at Vegas.
No, actually, Hayden just threw me straight into the outside wall.
Yeah, it's very brutal. Right where
I kissed that wall, and I kissed Hayden right afterwards with a few kind words.
Did you see God? That's the question.
Dude, it was pretty bright.
You got the friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight.
I want to thank my buddy Patrick for spotting tonight. He did a hell of a job. He was the one that called out for just staying out, and we got the caution there around lap 95. You for putting on the show. Obviously, you run it here. All the admins helping out. Obviously, we want to put out Fort Worth for being able to let us run on Thursday nights and have a good time.
Heck yeah.
And then we got Hoonigan on the hood of the car this week with the free donuts.
Yeah, and Donut Media. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of your car. All right, well, congrats on that P3 tonight. Strong run. We'll see you back here in the next race, and good luck to you.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Dylan Simmons. I finally have learned to say Simmons and not Sims. He finishes third tonight. Congrats on that strong run in his Toyota. Let's go ahead and run through our final results here tonight as Blake Giglio picks up the win. Hayden Lowell brings it home in P2. Dylan Simmons in P3. Ian Montrose, Trenton Sneed pick up top fives. Lucas Hoytsma, Jeff Price, Travis Scrivetta, Cliff Mullins, Cody Cleaver, your top 10. Andrew Beach, Dan Robinson Jr., Carter Kingsley, Quinn Newton, Brady Farrell, Jake Lawrence, Sam Vanderplatt, J.R. Deal, Jeremy Scherer, and Gatlin Downey, the top 20. Then you have Daniel Lawal and Jeff Fruchotsky. Last car is on the lead lap. 1 lap down, Matt Benke. And 2 laps down, Colin T, Alex Green, Zach Marterson, and Michael Lecoe. 3 laps down, you have Dave Hoytsman and Jay Munch. And then 27 laps down, Levi Heilman, as his car fell out of the race. And the final driver, which will not show because we can't go past 30 on that page. I already forgot who it was. And I closed the window, so now I don't get to know. I hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast tonight. Thanks for being here. We're kind of goofy, silly, and entertaining all at the same time. Let's go ahead, pay the bills with our sponsor slides. Wild Horse Broadcasting does our ARCA series on Monday nights. Rev Sim Shop does our Tuesday Dirt Street Stocks, kicking us off on Tuesday night doubleheaders. And then we have Labor 12 doing our awesome Truck Series stuffs on Tuesday prime time, and then Arc Music does our Gen 4 Cup Series on Wednesdays. What a great race that was last night. Fort Worth Screen Printing did our Xfinity Series that you watched here tonight. Blake Giglio getting the win in that, and Golden Eagle Syrup tomorrow puts on the 1987s at Talladega, and CTC Race Network tomorrow. We have the IndyCars at Detroit Belle Isle, so it should be a lot of fun tomorrow. Come on back. Love to have you all here. Thank you so much for watching tonight. Congrats once again to Blake Giglio at Artemis Esports, and we'll see you in the next race.